This is Chris Kell with the second installment of creating our fat loss workout structure. Now the next thing we want to do when planning our workout is create the general structure, the template for our strength training. Alright, the biggest disconnect that I find with people that go into the gym and work out for 2 hours is they really have no clue how long that they are spending on specific sections of their workout. With that in mind, if I have an hour, I'm going to break up this time into specific time periods. So for example, in this template, I've spent 10 minutes on my warm-up here. I'm just and I've just written down kind of the just general outline of what I'm going to do. I'm going to foam roll first, followed by a dynamic warm-up. I'm devoting 25 minutes to strength training. I have 2 strength circuits here, push-up, split squat, chin-up, deadlift, and then I'm spending about 15 minutes on conditioning, so interval training and choose 3 to 4 exercises, three rounds of 30 seconds. Really with this gives me around a 45-minute workout, and it gives me as well plenty of wiggle room or just time to kind of burn where I'm resting between sets. Maybe it takes me a little bit longer on the conditioning, but this is also the general structure that I would recommend for a fat loss program. When we're talking about strength training, really the key with our lifting is to lift heavy enough weights to tell our bodies to hold on to muscle mass as we're losing weight. At the same time, while you're doing your strength training, you're burning what is called muscle glycogen. So when we get down into this conditioning phase, we can we can make this a little more brief, and expect a pretty good result. We don't have to do quite as much. So really, that is really the logic behind putting strength training in front of conditioning, is that you really don't need nearly as much conditioning, I feel, as most people try to throw into their routine. And from a recovery perspective, it's really going to help you out as well, just to kind of bang that out quickly, get that heart rate up, but that's really all that you're going to need. If we're looking at as time goes along, I might spend a little less time on my strength training and a little more time on my conditioning, but the key is I'm always going to be programming 1 to 2 heavy weightlifting exercises in order to tell my body to hold on to muscle. So even if you're like in the last month of fat loss program, you're in a severe caloric deficit, you're asking yourself, why am I lifting heavy weight? So your body holds on to that muscle, and so it better develops that muscle tone. So always think good warm up to make sure injury prevention is important. Strength training, 2 to 4 heavy lifts. We want to do a upper body push, upper body pull, lower body exercise for the front of our legs, and 1 for the back. That can be spread out over several sessions throughout the week. But generally, when we say heavy, we're looking for maybe 2 to 3 reps of anywhere from 4 to 6, or 2 to 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps. Finish up with some conditioning, either interval training or a circuit, and that's really a great way, an easy kind of fix for your template to set up your fat loss workout. In our last video, I'll be talking about kind of how I progress each exercise and sort of the progression I'm going to take for both strength training and aerobic conditioning.